Hey there. Today we're diving into a topic that's been generating a lot of buzz in the world of finance and global energy, and that is nuclear energy. More specifically, we're going to explore why nuclear energy is making a resurgence, what it means for the global economy, and how tech giants like Amazon, Google, and Microsoft are getting involved. Let's get right into it. Nuclear energy is one of the few sources of electricity that can provide consistent, large-scale, low-carbon power. Renewables like wind and solar do work well, but they have their limitations due to their intermittent nature and their inability to provide power on a massive scale to meet demands of entire countries. Nuclear, on the other hand, offers a consistent supply of cleaner energy and can operate 24/7, making it an attractive option to balance out the power grid. The electric grid in the US continues to grow every year, as for example, 1 terawatt hour is enough to power over 1 million homes for a year. In 2023, the U.S. consumed 4,065 terawatt hours of electricity, so this is quite a staggering number. This number is only expected to grow as the world's reliance on the internet, the continuous shift to cloud computing, and the emergence of AI all fuel demand for more and more data centers. The International Energy Agency projects that by 2026, data centers alone will consume more than 800 terawatt hours annually, which is about 20% of current terawatt hour usage in the US and more than double their consumption in 2022. So this is where nuclear comes into play. Nuclear energy has long been a part of the global energy mix, but in recent decades it took a backseat due to safety concerns, high costs, and a growing focus on renewable energy sources. However, recent developments indicate that nuclear energy is not only making a comeback, but could play a crucial role in the future of global energy supply. Investments in data centers have become a strategic priority for many companies as the demand for cloud computing, digital services, and data storage continues to absolutely skyrocket. Leading tech firms like Amazon, Google, and Microsoft are pouring billions of dollars into building and expanding data centers worldwide to support their cloud services such as AWS, Google Cloud, and Azure. These investments are crucial for meeting the growing needs of business transitioning to digital infrastructure and scaling up their data processing and capabilities. NVIDIA has been a huge beneficiary of this movement since they are providing the highly advanced semiconductors to make this all possible. Additionally, companies across various sectors, including financial services, healthcare, and retail companies, are all investing in their own private or hybrid data centers to enhance data security, improve operational efficiency, and ensure faster service delivery. This surge in data center investments reflects the critical role they play in enabling digital transformation and driving innovations like AI, big data analytics, and the Internet of Things. So now let's talk about these heavy hitters involved: Google, Amazon, and Microsoft. These tech giants have made headlines by investing in nuclear energy projects. But why are they investing in nuclear energy projects? For starters, all these companies have made ambitious pledges to become carbon neutral. For instance, Google aims to run entirely on carbon-free energy by 2030. While renewable energy sources like wind and solar are a big part of this plan, achieving 100% carbon-free energy requires a steady power supply, something that renewable energy cannot alone provide, and nuclear is their solution. And of course, they are looking for long-term financial returns as well. Investing in nuclear energy projects might seem risky, but for companies with vast cash reserves and long-term time horizons, these investments could pay off handsomely. Nuclear energy has low operational costs once plants are up and running. With advancements in reactor design, these plants can provide stable and reliable energy at a lower cost long-term compared to fossil fuels. It's also possible they are looking for strategic partnership and influence. By investing in nuclear energy, these companies aren't just looking for energy solutions, they're also gaining a strategic foothold in the future of energy policy. These companies have and can shape public discourse and energy regulations by being at the forefront of innovative energy solutions. Their involvement helps lead to further legitimacy to nuclear energy and can influence government decisions as well. So now we know the various reasons why they are doing it, now we have to ask how they are going to do it. For starters, Amazon has shown particular interest in nuclear fusion, a technology that's still in its experimental stages but promises almost limitless clean energy if perfected. In 2023, Amazon's Climate Pledge Fund, which is a $2 billion fund dedicated to investing in decarbonization technologies, they made significant investments in fusion companies like Commonwealth Fusion Systems and Helion Energy. These companies are developing fusion reactors that could revolutionize energy supply in the future. On the other hand, Google is partnering with TerraPower, a company co-founded by Bill Gates that is working on next-generation nuclear reactors. TerraPower's Natrium reactor design combines the best features of both small, modular reactors, SMRs, and traditional reactors. Google's involvement includes not just financial investment, but also its computing power and expertise in machine learning, which TerraPower can leverage to optimize reactor design and safety protocols. And lastly, Microsoft made a significant deal with Constellation Energy, a leading energy provider, to buy electricity from nuclear sources. The agreement involves purchasing power from the closed 3 Mile Island nuclear plant in Pennsylvania, which is said to be restarted specifically to supply Microsoft's data centers. This did spark some controversy here, as this was the site of the 1979 nuclear accident caused by both technical malfunctions and human error, leading to radiation being released and thousands of residents needing to be evacuated. This has created a domino effect that has led to investments as well as some speculation in other nuclear energy company adjacents in the stock market, as essentially any company that has involvement in nuclear power has rocketed recently and throughout the year. This includes Constellation Energy Group, Oklo Incorporated, Nano Nuclear Energy, NuScale Power Corp, BWX Technologies, and Public Service Enterprises. The market has seen major fund inflows to VanEck's uranium and nuclear ETF that holds some of these particular stocks, as well as the Range Nuclear Renaissance ETF. The market seems to be telling us that this has a legitimate future, and this growth of nuclear could expand well beyond just these tech giants making investments here. While the market is showing tons of optimism in nuclear, investing in it is not without its challenges though. Historically, nuclear projects have faced cost overruns, as it is very capital intensive and has long construction times. This makes them riskier to fund compared to other energy products that have a surefire route to success. The LCOE, levelized cost of electricity, is the price per unit for a power plant to at minimum break even over its lifetime, which considers all different costs like construction, financing, operations, maintenance, paying employees, and fuel costs. The LCOE can cost anywhere from $4,000 to $9,000 per kilowatt, and last year nuclear power plants produced 775 billion kilowatt hours of electricity in the US, so this is no cheap endeavor. However, there's a growing consensus that new technologies like SMRs, a small modular reactor, and advancements in fusion energy could change the economic equation here. These SMRs I mentioned offer lower construction costs and faster deployment, and have the potential to significantly reduce the costs and deployment times of new nuclear plants. Unlike traditional nuclear reactors that are custom built on site, SMRs can be produced in a factory setting and then transported to the site. This could drastically cut down on construction costs and timelines, making nuclear energy more competitive with renewables and fossil fuels. As in any large endeavor like this, government subsidies and incentives are a key factor driving investments in nuclear energy. With global efforts to transition to cleaner energy, there is a higher likelihood of favorable regulatory changes and funding opportunities that reduce the financial risks associated with nuclear projects as well. And for large companies like Amazon, Google, and Microsoft, as well as many others that will probably get involved at some point, investing in nuclear energy also provides a way to diversify their energy portfolios. This can help them mitigate risks associated with fluctuations in energy prices and availability. By securing a stake in nuclear, these companies are future-proofing their energy needs while also hedging against potential disruptions in traditional energy supplies. And of course, there are definitely potential risks and concerns. Of course, no investment is without risks, and nuclear energy is no exception. Despite advancements in technology, nuclear energy still faces several challenges. First is public perception and political challenges. Public perception is perhaps the biggest hurdle for nuclear energy. Disasters like Chernobyl and Fukushima left a lasting impact on global consciousness, and even though technologies improve dramatically, overcoming these fears will take time and effort. The political landscape also plays a significant role, as changes in government or public opinion can lead to policy shifts that impact nuclear projects as well. And another issue is waste management. One of the main criticisms of nuclear energy is the issue of radioactive waste. While new reactor designs produce significantly less waste and companies are working on better waste management solutions, it remains a point of contention for many environmentalists. It is also highly likely that nuclear projects run into regulatory hurdles as well. Building a nuclear power plant requires navigating a complex web of regulations, which can lead to delays and increased costs. However, as urgency of addressing climate change increases for governments around the world, there's a growing push to streamline regulations for advanced nuclear reactors. Luckily though, advancements in nuclear technology can help streamline regulations and give a boost to nuclear projects, and SMRs are the main reason for this. This technology is attracting both investors and governments looking to revamp their energy infrastructure, which we dove into earlier. This could be a huge positive, since the geopolitical climate over the past few years has thrown the issue of energy security into sharp focus for every country. With tensions in key regions and the instability of traditional fossil fuel supplies like oil, countries are aiming to diversify their energy sources. Nuclear energy provides a pathway towards greater energy independence for every country. Governments worldwide are pushing for cleaner energy and lower emissions, as we have discussed, and many see nuclear as a huge and necessary part of this transition. So what does the future hold for nuclear energy? Based on current trends, it seems likely that nuclear energy will play a larger role in the US, as well as the global energy mix. The rise of SMRs and potential of fusion energy could be game changers, making nuclear energy more cost-effective safer, and scalable. Moreover, with tech giants getting involved, nuclear energy is gaining a new level of credibility. Their investments signal to the world that nuclear is here to stay and is not just a relic of the past and a crucial part of a sustainable future. In conclusion, the resurgence of nuclear energy and the investments by some of the biggest companies in the US show that we are at a pivotal moment in the global energy landscape. The involvement of tech giants in this space also highlights the importance of innovation and long-term thinking in tackling massive and growing demand for energy. What do you think about nuclear energy? Do you believe it's the key to a sustainable future, or do you think other technologies may take the lead? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay up to date with all things business and finance. I'll see you next time.